And 3, 2, 1, now. Hi, I'm LewisLightning, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm going to do a quick check here. We were at Redcliffe Castle after helping Connor, and we kind of looted the storeroom. But first of all, I think I'm going to swap my shield out with his dagger. I said I was going to do it before, and I forgot. So now I'm actually using two-handed weapons, and if I can't move my character. Sorry, I got a hiccup. I can't move my character right now. We have Eamon's shield and a Redcliffe shield, but obviously I'm not going to be using that. What's my secondary? Yeah, I'm not going to be using that stuff either. Swap over. Now I'm going to take a quick look and see. Alistair can use one, but is Eamon's shield any better? It's got better defense and stamina. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. A little less fatigue. It's tough to choose. We'll keep Alistair with what he's got, I guess. What does he have for weapon, though? Oathkeeper, which isn't bad. We modified that as well. Actually, I want to take a quick look at Beastman's dagger. We put fire on that one. So he's got one with fire and one with electricity. It's not bad. We can't do anything for wind. And Liliana, let's get her to swap and use the bow. Isn't there another? Oh, we didn't get the other bow. We weren't able to. But hopefully she'll keep using this bow. And yeah, now let's check out our armor. We picked up. Why is this all new? Like, I mean, I had this shit before. I think that heavy plate armor was new. Shit, and I forgot to check out the caddis and stuff. Oh well. Nothing for him really. Alistair, I kind of switched out his boots, so he doesn't have a full set of chainmail now. But whatever, it's not a big deal. I sacrificed the bonus I would get though. I can't do anything for Win. Well, I can give her Archon robes, but I think her robes are better. I prefer the one she's got right now. And actually, another way you can think of it is if you go to the selling thing, you can see how much, you know, they sell for, and it kind of gives you an idea of which is better. Liliana, she can't. Ooh, she can shielded dwarven armor, which is a little bit better than her studded stuff. Geez, I'm not sure now, because she's right now she's not getting the bonus, but this is more fatigue, so I guess I'm not going to do it. And then we have these things, which I already looked at, obviously. So, trying to think where I want to go now. I think I'll go back to the camp real quick. I want to get rid of when I figure out, I'll put something on my dog, a collar and a caddis, and we'll probably get in a fight on the way because usually we do. And then from there, I think I know where I want to go. Ooh, that dagger, Beastman's dagger, is really flaming. Though it looks kind of funny how short it is compared to the other one. So we'll hit the world map, and we'll go to our party camp. Now you can't get attacked on your way to your camp. It's just like you set it up right on the spot, which is weird. I mean, not right on the spot, but like on the outskirts or wherever you are. I know it always looks like the same place, but it's not. Ooh, what's this?
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
You were there. You saw what happened.
Yes, I know. I've had some time to think about it now. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Isle that much.
If we can stop the blight, we'll save much
You're right.
more.
Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
So let's go and check my dog's inventory. I know that sounds stupid, but we'll get rid of some of these caddises like I was saying before. He's got worn studded braid for his collar. Now let's see, what do I have? So his braid only gives him 2 constitution. This war harness, better armor penetration, gives him more armor. And it's the same with the other ones, except Mabaria war harness is way better, so we'll give him that. And we'll sell his, probably both of these. Now we'll see this, he doesn't have any caddises on right now. So we got cold resistance, electricity resistance, physical resistance. I'm gonna take physical resistance. It sells for less, but the fact that he won't get knocked down, right, or stunned as easily, I like that. Actually, let's check who else we can help out here. We've done Alistair, Wynn, Liliana, and the dog. Morgan, she can probably use a different hat. I don't like changing her clothes because I find her clothes to be really good. Cunning. Okay, do I want her cunning up or do I want her everything else up? This is such a minor thing. I'll give her the cameo because it gives her health regeneration, and I can sell this leather helm. In a way, this is helping me because now I can sell some stuff that I otherwise wouldn't have. Leather helm. Ooh, wait, what am I looking at? Charged mitts I want to look at. Compared to her studded leather gloves, these are much better. Better armor, slightly more fatigue, but also has electricity damage. So we'll give her that, and let's see if we can give her some better boots. I don't think I have any. No boots, so she's stuck with a crap. But I mean, by giving her the charged mitts, I got these studded leather gloves, which I can sell, which will open up more room. Weapon-wise, what she got? Darkspawn staff, yee. The magic staff's better. We'll leave her with that. I mean, it's not great, but it's better. She already has a necklace. We don't have anything else to offer her there, so we'll go to Sten, who's got the Chasten Flat Blade or Chasten Crusher. You can't use anything else that I have, so I can't help him there. Can't give him any better gloves. Yeah, he's kind of as good as we can make him for the time being. Wait, heavy plate armor. He's got heavy chainmail. We'll just give him the heavy plate armor since he can use it. What did he have? He had heavy chainmail, but it's steel. Wow, he looks so bulked up there. Those ancient elven boots look kind of funny when you look right at them. And that's it. Oh, wait, I forgot to see if we could give him... We can. We can give him... We'll give him Sailor's Charm for the time being. Now we can go sell some shit. And I'll go talk to some people. Actually, let's talk to Bodahn.
Your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let's find what his story is.
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost Glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kalsharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
And did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Fascinating story, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Where do these goods come from?
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost ties, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
The looters. What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad?
Looters.
They destroy everything they touch.
The blight will not last forever.
No, of course not. And when it ends, I will go back to finding ruins, or move on. I don't really have much of a choice.
You didn't mention your son.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think. And he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
That was generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Well, let's see his wares.
I'm
so we
sure
can
you'll
sell
be
his stuff.
pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
So we were gonna sell none of this stuff. He does have some good stuff here. Final reason, like these are good stabs, and I could buy one or both of them. I mean, one or the other. Like this has got spell power and fire damage, and this one's got spell power, nature damage, nature resistance. But I like to base it on their price, and I know later on we can find stabs that are way more expensive, which means they're probably better. So we'll sell this leather helm and these leather gloves. We don't need anything that's, excuse me, that low. He said we're gonna get rid of these collars. I'm probably not even gonna use my dog, so I'll sell at least one of these caddises. And I think that will be it. So we opened up some space at least. Let's go talk. We'll talk to everyone again. We'll start with Morgan again.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Have you been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you're cute when you're evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too.
I made her laugh.
My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes. By Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
You really had no trouble with them?
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Did you actually kill them all?
Me? No, I never did any of the killing, until later. And even then, Flemeth was a glutton for that sort of thing. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Wouldn't you regret hurting all those men?
Would they have regretted hurting me? I was a young child. Yet do you think they would not have gleefully held my head aloft as a trophy?
No.
There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
Yeah, there's worse things than death.
Oh? I would ask what exactly, but I'm certain that would be a lengthy conversation. And suddenly I grow very
I probably pissed her off, but
Enough
whatever.
of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Oh, you don't always have to agree with her. Wow, I pissed her off a lot. What she got there? Oh, potions. We got some time. I'll see if I can talk to Sten. We will talk to this guy this time with an exclamation mark over his head.
Yes,
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Nothing.
Very well.
Let's discuss something he mentioned.
Speak then.
Uh,
Then I suggest we move on. As you
I
wish.
guess I have nothing to talk about with him. He's very evasive. Alistair, he's got something to talk about all the time.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Could others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Oh, that's it for Alistair. So I'm going to save it here. We'll talk to Liliana and Win, and then we'll head back to the other dude. But if you've enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks. Bye.